the basketball game. Was that yesterday when the assistant coach or something hit the other coach in the face? And one of the taglines was, trained professional leaders shouldn't put their hands on other trained professional leaders and act out that way. So, and that kind of thing, it's probably already gone viral. I've seen some of it, but those kind of things clearly, unmanaged anger, if you will, or untreated trauma, what drives a coach, knowing the cameras are everywhere, the players are there. Clearly, he must have snapped and wanted to just act out.
Well, he claims, I know a lot about this. I was just reading an article because the suspension just came down. He was suspended 5 games. And his name's Juwan Howard. He's a former NBA player and a Michigan player. Very good career. He didn't have a lot of problems in his career. A few competition, that's the problem. The competition level, a Michigan is a pro level type college stuff. It's a big job. His biggest thing, for people that aren't aware of this, was a timeout was called with 15 seconds left when the team was up 15 points, the other team. And he didn't like that they called timeout. The problem with his theory is Michigan was doing a full court press. Why were they in full court press if they were ready to just run the clock out? They shouldn't have been in full court press. That's why the guy called the timeout. So both of them are wrong in this situation. They shook hands, which is what they're supposed to do. But Juwan Howard supposedly whispered, "I won't forget this." And the guy put his hands on Juwan Howard. And if Juwan Howard is anything like me, because I'm like that, the minute I'm touched, I do not like it. I do not like my space being, it's one of my tics, I guess, or something. I don't like when people talk to me and have to touch my shoulder or something. I don't like it. It's not I don't know if it's a flaw or a protective thing, but regardless, it's my space. I don't like it. So supposedly that assistant coach he took the swing at made a remark. Now, nobody's ever going to know what that remark was, but we could probably guess it could go from one level to the worst levels. And, I had made a comment that he's supposed to be a role model, but somebody reminded me that just because he could shoot a basketball in his career doesn't make him a role model. So they hired him for the wrong reasons, I guess, because of his fame. It's all about recruitment, but listen, he should be, I don't know if he should lose his job. I don't know if that's a solution where it's kind of like locking up an addict, Why are we going to punish the guy? Why don't we help the guy? Locking him up isn't the solution. It's solving the mental health that's involved with the addict. But for him to make one little mistake, it's not like he hit a kid. First of all, that has happened. And that was with many, many years ago, and it was a huge coach. I can't even think of his name, but he punched a opponent, but one of the kids, and he was fired immediately.